Hello, my name is Ivan Trujillo, and I'm about to show you how you can do basic query consult in PgAdmin. Okay, PgAdmin is a Postgre framework, you can say, and well, I'm going to talk about the SQL language and the PLP SQL language, which is a native language from PgAdmin. Okay, from Postgre. So first of all, we got to have an schema. An schema is a bunch of functions of tables. You can see it as a project, okay? And inside the schema, we got tables, and the tables got columns, and there we got the information, okay? So first of all, we got to upload the schema. So there are multiple ways to do this. You can create an schema using a query from the query tool using SQL and assigning values, or you can create it through here. Create a schema, and this window, which is well very interactive and user friendly, will help you to create your schema. Okay, you can also restore it from a .tar file, okay, which is a compressed kind of file similar to .zip. Okay, so first of all, here we got the most general sentence of all, okay, which is select everything from a table. So we select all from the table which is movies. Okay, so this database is in Spanish. I will translate it. Okay, so this means movies. So we got a bunch of movies. Then we want to select the last actualization of the classification of each movie. Okay, so we're talking about, for example, R-rated, PG-rated, rated for everyone, and those movies categories. Okay, and we want those that were rented for more than 3 days. Okay, so this is the amount of days that the movie was rented. So we got here a conditional. Then we will group them by classification, and we will order them by the last update. Okay, so here we select the query, the sentences, and here we got each classification, the update, and the amount. Okay, how much movies we got in each classification. Okay, so afterwards we got a function. This is a procedure. It's called in the SQL, but it's basically a function as we know them from Python or any other programming language. Okay, so this function is going to be a test function to create a table. Okay, so we will create the AA table with the VBB column, the first key, and the primary key, and the CCC column as well. Okay, you can see the table was created. Okay, so I will not execute it because well it has already been executed. However, I could do it because you can replace the function. That is why it is important to have this replace, and well, we can call it to create the table. Here we got the same thing but in PLPGSQL. Okay, here it goes to my mistake. So in PLPGSQL, you got this nomenclature. You need the double dollar sign as well, but you need a begin and an end. Okay, and you can select it and create the table as I mentioned before as a function. You can see all your functions in here. We got the test wrap function that is in here, and okay, here we got a count function with PLP SQL. As you can see, it's very similar to SQL. At first you might think that it is redundant. However, it is not, because PLPG SQL can give you some skills that are related to normal structural programming languages. So PLPGSQL can be very useful for complex queries, okay? Here we got another kind of function, which is the trigger function, okay? So this function um, has been activated by a trigger, okay? So first of all, we got to declare the trigger. We create here a trigger that is AA changes, okay? What this trigger is saying is that whenever you insert something in a table, it will activate the duplicate records function. So what it will do is whenever you add any data to the AAA table, it will duplicate it in the AAB table, okay? So you got the trigger, you got the function, we'll copy this, the BBB, the CCC, to the BBA and CCA, okay? And well, here we try it. I will not try to make the video faster, but you can check it out. You can duplicate this code, okay? So first of all, you got the trigger, then you got the PLPG function, and then you got the value insert and the consult, okay? Then we're going to create a complex function, a function that has variables to do a query, okay? A data analysis query, okay? So first of all, we create these variables. All of them are real numbers. They are integers, as you can say, for example, in Python. And they all start in 0.0, okay? Then well, I will translate this for you to understand each variable. So this is the total of R-rated movies, okay? The total of larger than 100, and well, you can see it there. You can see it in there. So to declare these variables, what we can do is use the count function, for example, for the total arrayed, and we use it with the where conditional. So what we're saying here is that from the movie table, we want to count everything, all of everything. No, my mistake. We want to count all of the R-rated movies. Okay, just the R-rated ones. Here we got the same back. We have it from the length. Okay, we just want the movies that have a length higher of 100 minutes. Okay. Here we got it for the year. This is all the movies in 2006 and the average length and average rental price. Here we truncate. Truncate is basically to append, is to add um, columns to the table, okay? Or it can be also rows, depending on what you're doing, okay? And here we got the values, so we can insert it in the table, okay? So I will go on and select the movie stats from this table. You have to create a table for the function to respond. Is basically like a console in which you can have the print. So yeah, the table was called movies statistics, and here we got the function. Okay, so let's consult it. We applied it, and here we got that we have 195 R-rated movies, 610 movies that last longer than 100 minutes, and 1000 that were published in 2006. Okay, so I really hope that this video was useful, and have a great day. Bye bye.